Y'all get in here. Shut the door. We got some gossip. Y'all, do you know Roger Bonds, right? He's been doing interviews lately. He talking about he doing a bombshell interview. We're gonna play you the promotion, right? Because if you're like me, you saw that bombshell interview and you said, "Me, y'all hear something?" But baby, the streets are talking. And guess what? It's not just the fact that I think it's my personal opinion. It hasn't been independently verified that that Diddy paid Roger Bonds off. It's the fact that the streets are saying Roger Bonds tried to go and shake Cassie down. And she basically told him, baby, get out of here. And now he's busy tap dancing, right? Take that money for Diddy. Now, y'all, let me read the blind item because y'all know all I do all day is read blind items, talk trash, and then maybe say I'm going live, but go there every other day. But yes, I will be live tonight. All right. Y'all, let me read this blind item because, I will say one thing. We never know blind items are true. They're not independently verified, but these blind items have been on point and everything has been following it. So remember how it was like, and we're going to get into the Cassie Roger Bonds mess, right? But remember how it was that thing a while back that that Diddy thinks he's going to come back with this and he's having people trying to move the narrative. Now, a lot of people are like, what's that got to do with anything? It has to do with a lot because if you notice, bad boy artists, and again, I realize some of these clips are from a year ago, but baby, that's the way the internet and promotion and PR goes. You get old clips and bring them forward because you're trying to create a narrative. It's a narrative, right? And the fact that they're trying to make it seem like it was just two people that were both into freaky stuff. And yeah, the fights got too much, but isn't that what happens to every couple when they fight? And I said, what? Ooh, girl, security. Who actually does that? The fact that they are after what Cassie wrote in her lawsuit, they're trying to act like that's just two people. But forget all that, y'all. Let's get into the blind item. What do y'all want to hear first? The blind item, or you want to hear Roger Deal? Sorry, Uncle Gene Deal. No disrespect to Gene Deal. Shout out to Gene Deal Jaguar, right? Who else? Oh, of course, the art of dialogue. Mark Curry. Maybe, because I don't know that last thing when you was going in 50 cents. But if you have more evidence, we would like to know. But literally, let's get into this, right? First, let's play with Gene. No, actually, Gene Dill didn't speak on this. Well, he spoke on it a while back. And basically, his whole analogy is Diddy ain't ish, to which I say, that's right, Unc. He ain't ish. But let's get into what Roger Bonds, baby, I'll do it for the price. What Roger Bonds has to say about this, because, he's such a disappointment. But you know the thing about him being a disappointment? Also just gaslighting people. Roger, if you don't sit yourself down. Now, mind you, Diddy has lost 18 companies so far out of this new venture he was doing. There's still, I think, 161 that haven't decided what they're going to do. And there are still 9 companies being like, can y'all leave that man alone? To which I said, they probably selling soda cans, the Harvey Pierre special ones that you can take in the bathroom and, crack, 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 crack. I don't even know the sound. Y'all know, I don't even know the sound that makes, but we gonna make one. Anyway, listen, the interview is insane, right? I think that I called it, in my opinion, which is based on nothing but speculation. I really do think that Roger Bonds was paid off, but wait till you hear, right? Wait till you hear what he said, right? Listen, where are we at? Let me pull this up real quick. Gaslighting us. Where you at?
Diddy right now for all the stuff that he allegedly did. Everybody's trying to get money. They see you hop in, they see Gene, and they think eyes just off a cloud. He's just trying to get a payday. What do you have to say to those critics?
First of all, my business. I got brought into this by Cassie. You know what I'm saying? She mentioned my name in the lawsuit. So that's when I came out.
Oh, it's more. It's more. All this music to be.
That's where I feel like the attack. Kim told me another time, she said, Bonds, everything that I bring to you, I allow. Whenever I get tired of this shit, I got 4 of them. This is 30,000 a piece a month. Did I ever see him hit somebody? Yeah, I definitely. Did I ever see him and Cassie fight? Yes, I definitely did. When she said that I came in between them fighting, did I do that? Yes, I definitely.
Y'all, the fact that Roger claimed that Kim Porter once told him, he's the only one that heard this, that Diddy doesn't do anything to her that she doesn't allow. Diddy does, so she allowed you to have other children. She allowed you to break her nose. She allowed you to H-Town stomp her. The fact that Roger Bonds is so stupid that he is really trying to run this game. I see how Diddy had you hemmed up. You said she told him she has 4 kids to use as leverage when she's ready to leave. Roger, Kim was getting $30K a kid even when Diddy was around. You realize that, right? What you mean you got 4 kids to leverage? She was getting $30K already. The fact that you think that somebody's face is getting broken in for some child support she's already getting. Now, let me just say this, right? I see how, I see how Roger Bonds would be so stupid to say this because it lets you know something about him, that he's willing to do all that and more when he needs money. That's why he is tippity-tappity, tap dancing for Diddy, in my opinion, tap dancing for Diddy to help clear Diddy's name. You are literally coming on a podcast and besmirching a dead woman's name who was brutally abused and disrespected by the man Boots. You still looking? You got the nerve to say, he said it in a different clip. It seemed like he was alluding to Cassie. Did I see him put his hands on her? Yes. Did I see her put his hands on them? You telling me little Cassie, little petite Cassie was going in and what? Laying hands on Diddy, a man that is so fearsome that almost every mofo in the record industry is afraid of him? What? Cassie didn't just sit there and let her face be broken open. She lifted up those hands and started letting them sing. Y'all, these men, and I use this term loosely, that have surrounded Diddy, they ain't no good. They ain't no good. They ain't no good. Y'all, what is this? Did Diddy pay him off? I want to know what is this. Now, here's the real tea, right? And that's what I wanted to talk to y'all about. Listen to this blind item because it kind of explains everything that I think is unfolding with Roger. And it starts with the fact that he tried, according to this blind item, it sounds like he tried to go to Cassie first for money. And that's why he's stuck crying into his pillow, trying to rehab Diddy's image. So, dummy. Oh, also, he said, I'm not them. I did one interview and I will not be doing any other interviews. You're not them. You right. You not Uncle Gene. You not Jaguar Wright. You ain't nobody with integrity or nothing. I did one interview. Babe, you could have kept that in a group chat and will not be doing any other interviews. My focus is on my son and all I can do for him to have a fighting chance for freedom. Baby, if he said for all the people hitting me to interview on their podcast, the cost is $25,000. I'm glad you really think that much. The exact amount I need for my son legal team. I bet that shuts a lot of you up. Still want the interview as if Diddy is not paying. Now, here's the thing, right? I'm going to play and read the blind item, right? But everybody's saying that the reason he is shucking and jiving, doing the thing is because Diddy nickels and dimes and Diddy got him on the payment plan. He is getting payments, but in order to continue getting payments, then Diddy literally will have to walk him out. That's right. Diddy, right? In order to get payments, Diddy will have to Diddy is nickel and diming him. And the more he performs, the more he'll be kept on payroll. The only thing is, Roger Bonds, if this can be believed, right? It's kind of short-sighted and stupid because as soon as he don't need you anymore, he gonna cut you off again. So good luck. I want 25,000 for an interview. Boy, if you don't sit down, I guess somebody might pay it. And what y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Roger Bonds needs to sit this one out. But y'all know I'm gonna watch the whole interview and recap it. But idiot. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think of the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Let's get into this blind item. And let me know what y'all think. And if this kind of explains what's going on. This blind item is later labeled oh, wait, hold on. Y'all ready for the music? Maestro, let's do it. I wish I could find the X-Files. Did y'all ever watch that with your big cousins? I wish I could find the X-Files. It's like this old, that would be some music. Anyway, they said blind item, the dance of the desperate lieutenant. Word in the urban grapevine is that a certain right-hand man, or shall we say glorified flunky, of the infamous Take That, Took That is breaking his silence. But here's where it gets juicy. This guy is desperate for cash due to a family situation gone south. Thought he could play a smarter game. He aimed for the money pot. But surprise, surprise, that well's run dry. Take That, Took That is losing advertisers faster than a house of cards in a hurricane. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and our man's begging to dip into marketing funds just to keep the lights on. A rumor has it he's still playing the old trick of putting his son and mama on paper to snag those elusive publishing rights without a legal showdown. But will this old tactic work when there's barely any cash flow? But here's the real kicker. The real gold mine wasn't with Take That, Took That anymore. Oh, no. It's his long-suffering ex, the silent sufferer, who's now laughing all the way to the bank. She not only shattered the reputation he once lorded over her, but she also walked away with what he valued most, cold, hard cash. Our wannabe lieutenant, in reality a flunky, is now scrambling like his life depends on it. He went to where the real money was, only to be met with a cold, hard laugh. Imagine standing by watching, maybe even aiding in the brutalization of a woman and then expecting a slice of her hard-earned victory? Yeah, no dice. This guy, the supposed savior, the so-called head flunky, is now back where he started, tap dancing for Take That, Took That. And you know that dance is for pennies on the dollar. His loyalty comes at a bargain price, and Take That, Took That is all too happy to exploit it. So what's next for our desperate dancer? Is he really hoping to scrape together enough for his next family crisis? Be it for his kids or maybe his neighbor's dog? One thing's for sure, loyalty to Take That, Took That has a price, and it's always a bargain. So let's watch this space as Take That, Took That assembles his penny-wise army in a bid to reclaim his throne. One can't help but wonder, will loyalty or desperation win the day? Stay tuned, folks. This show is just getting started. Tell me that didn't describe exactly what Roger Bonds doing. Here's the thing with Roger Bonds. Understand, is Roger Bonds just playing stupid because he got paid that money from Diddy and he's saying, I don't care, a check is a check? Or does Roger Bonds actually think that we are that stupid, that we are really falling for any of this? You said that you were coming out to speak out against Diddy because you got 4 daughters. And as a man, you see it, you were there, and you're going to speak on it for your 4 daughters. And then you said it was for your son, right? And you know what? I actually don't know enough about the case. He says his son's innocent. What father thinks his son is guilty? Like, honestly, right? But then now you doing interviews saying you only doing one at a time for all the podcasters. And if you do it, it's going to be 25K. And even if somebody does come up with 25K, and baby, if it does, you better write it on Monopoly money. You are not going to do it because you probably under contract would Take That, Took That. Oh, I'm sorry. We don't know if that's Diddy, but you probably under contract with Diddy. Okay. Again, my opinion, not independently verified, baby. Alleged. But I will say this. So you're doing all that and you're doing this interview, and now you are saying the exact opposite of what you were saying when this all started. I do honestly believe these rumors that you tried to shake Cassie down. You thought since you were named in the lawsuit, right? You thought since you were named in the lawsuit that Cassie owed you something, right? You was going to test it. No. Baby, you were named in the lawsuit, the streets are saying, because Cassie's lawyer, Douglas Wigmore, actually had evidence linking you there. Cassie kept evidence. What is it? Stephanie, what's it? Is it Stephanie or Vanessa? Stephanie read the songwriter. Cassie's best friend. Forgive me if I'm just quoting her name. She had evidence. Everybody has evidence linking you there. There were enough independent. That's why you were named. And you were named to intimidate Diddy, to send a message that they had evidence. And it all wrapped around you too. But you think that somehow, because obviously the way you doing this, you're not too bright, either that or you look used to talking to people like they're stupid, or maybe you just don't care because you got paid off. And I know a lot of y'all was like, T said, Cassie took money. If she want to take money, why can't he? Baby, everybody got their own life. Everybody can do what they want to do. No one is responsible to anybody unless they love them or it's their family. I get that. It's a cold world. You better bundle up. But the reason I have respect for Cassie is because Cassie came in, said what she said, didn't pull anybody else out, and went. She didn't change. I know Cassie signed an NDA and all this other stuff, but she said what she said, right? This guy came out like he was a savior about to help, was really looking for some money. Then when he got paid off, instead of just going away quietly, you decided to come back with no shame after you just started acting like you were savior to all women and your 4 daughters. You decided to come back with no shame, with no dignity, with no pride, with no respect, and try to gaslight us into now telling us that Kim Porter was running a con on Diddy and she was giving it to him just like Diddy. So we shouldn't feel bad for Kim Porter after he had 1 million babies out of wedlock, after he broke his nose, after Kim had to almost slice him up to defend herself. You trying to let us know that Kim Porter wasn't the angel we think she was, and she was running a con on Diddy? How can you run a con on someone when you got child support already coming in from them? Y'all didn't know that? Because Kim and Diddy never claimed her. And he would play her all the time. She hopped, skipped, and jumped along with all the babies' moms to child support court to get them. And every time she had new babies, she would get more child support. Really? That's the defender of all women? That just as much as they used to fight, Cassie would be fighting to. That's your defending? Y'all, listen. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, because baby, yeah. So you went to Cassie. She wouldn't give you nothing because you didn't deserve anything. So your moral compass goes all the way around. All the way around. The only thing it lands straight on is something for your son. Maybe, if this is really about your son, because I don't know. He changes the story. Tatsy told you no, so you went back to take that. Now you tap dancing for pennies. I don't know, y'all. Do y'all believe this blind item? I'm just telling y'all what I heard, what I've speculated. Listen.